these plants are stunning. Hey guys, so this is a favorites video. I want to say 10 to 12 plants I'm going to show you today. Half of this list is anthuriums. I'm like looking at the list and I'm like, the anthuriums are going off. I mean, I guess we'll jump into the first plant. So the first plant is a Rhaphidophora Pertusa. Now, y'all know that I'm obsessed with this plant. You know, I feel like people are still not aware of this plant, which is strange to me because it's one of my oldest plants in my collection. But anyhow, she's here. She lives right up against the window here. And so, okay, I'm gonna try to be careful because y'all know me and my clumsinesses. So, here she is. Okay, I'm obsessed. Are y'all obsessed? Because I'm obsessed. The fenestrations are just stunning. And I feel like, I mean, for a while now, I've kind of been stuck in the 3 fenestration club. The newest leaf here has 3 fennies. I really want, you know, them to break through the edge of the leaf. It has happened before, like I'll throw in a clip. I feel like I show this clip every time, but honestly, last year, like I can't believe that plant grew that tall. It fenestrated beautifully, and she wasn't even attached to a pole. She was just leaning against the wall. And so, oh, I don't know, man. She is so beautiful. Ooh, I don't know. The shininesses, the holeses, it is just so beautiful. Whew, I had to let go. Here she is. Very exciting. And I don't really see many roots. I do see some at the bottom here. Do you see that? There's a couple right there. Roots are looking good. Look at that. Now, I have talked before about, you know, roots sitting in the reservoir if they're in this kind of situation, in this big bucket of leca, in this net pot. And to be honest, I don't think I've observed it for long enough in this kind of situation to know if the roots are going to be okay. So I'm just going to keep observing. Before, when she grew really tall, she was actually in a pot that was like this small. It was like a 4.5-inch pot. The root system was large though, like it really took over the pot. But I didn't really fill up the reservoir a lot. Like I would just put a little bit every few days, just because I was scared. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna keep it the way she is, but like, she is beautiful. Ooh, look at the leaves. Okay, the leca. Obsessed. Super obsessed. One of my theories, even though this plant is against the south-facing window, I do feel like last year she was fenestrating faster just because she was under a series of grow lights for 14 hours a day. I talked about my conditions in here. It is a south-facing window, however, there are 2 condos. If it's cloudy, obviously that's not high enough light. So maybe like consistency and lighting? Anyhow, we will see. It is summer, so I'm excited to watch her grow. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna put her down, but the first plant is the Rhaphidophora Pertusa. Okay, Monstera Burle Marx Flame is the next plant. So she does have a new leaf. I'm really excited because, you know, when you could see the fenestrations in the leaf while she's like still, what is the word? Not unfurled? I don't know. Furled? But you can't really tell what the leaf is gonna look like, especially with the flame. It is just such a unique shaped leaf when it has the fenestrations. And okay, actually, I need to move a few things.
Oh my god. Okay,
oh, okay. I mean, come on. Oh. Okay, newest leaf. Beautiful. I think I can see just one fenestration on one side. It's hard. I think there's one on one side and then 2 for sure on the other side. So this leaf might look like this one. Maybe. Okay, it's so weird. I feel like I need to give this more light because when she was under a grow light, she started pushing out like fenestrations that were more classic Burle Marx Flame. So that was one. This is the second one. Do you see what I mean? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how this matures. I feel like, you know, the Monstera deliciosa, the Thai constellation, even the small leaf Monstera, like I barely needed to give it any support. Didn't necessarily need to give them a ton of light and they push out fenestration. You can see a root peeking through the moss pole. So she is starting to secure herself right in the center. So maybe once she secures herself, at that point, she'll be okay. I still love these leaves. Okay, so she did lose a few leaves just because she did push out a ton. So I think currently the oldest leaves are these ones, looking like little flames. So this is gonna be the 11th leaf. I don't know. This plant is just super stunning. Maybe once this leaf unfurls, I'll probably put out a video like in a week or two, depending the amount of time, but how exciting. Same as the Pertusa, she's up against the south-facing window. Should I like rearrange things and maybe put this one under grow light? Am I like panicking too hard? I feel like I'm panicking too hard. Like for example, it is raining today. I don't know if y'all can see behind me, but it is raining today. So like low light if anything. Oh, I almost forgot. Root check. Yeah, they're starting to grow. So it is starting to secure itself. Again, that might be another factor why she hasn't like, I'm breaking roots, grown that much. I did transfer her. Okay, too many theories right now. I'm just gonna see what happens. But should I put this under grow light to see if it'll fenestrate more, or should I just be very patient? Because like I said, when she was under grow light, I think maybe the number of hours affected maybe the fenestration, and she pushed out these two leaves, 1 and 2, and then when I put her against the south facing window, the big claw, then this one, and now like she has 3 fenestrations it seems, but she's not, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, second plant, Monstera, Burle, Marx Flame.
I should take a picture for the Instagrams.
Okay, third plant, it's the Anthurium Warocqueanum. Ooh, okay, I am very happy. My queen Anthurium, for the most part, she looks fantastic and the leaf is so big. I think I did post about this plant in May, but I don't know, this plant is so beautiful. I sprayed this leaf every day. A lot of Anthurium people were telling me that because my place isn't humid enough, the environment wasn't moist enough to wash off all the junk that come on the leaf when it's new. Does that make sense? So I sprayed it every day and she's beautiful. She's working on a new leaf now. You can't see it and there's an inflow. I gotta rip it. I'm gonna rip it out. I really just want the leaves to be thick and juicy. Ooh, I just punched it. Oh my God. There's a lot of pollen in this planter. So I'm just preparing. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay.
Oh my God. Okay, focus.
You see this? Oh, the queen. The queen. And she's like wide. This leaf is actually a lot older. The leaf before this one I did have to cut just because she was facing the other way. So because I want to make it easier, I kept a much older leaf and that's why she looks kind of chaotic. Plus this leaf is facing the window, so she's getting a lot of light. I think I said this in my houseplant tour about my Metallicum. Do these Anthuriums need that high of an intensity of light? Maybe not, but because this new leaf was coming out, I really wanted to give, you know, a really good chance for this leaf to be big and beautiful, and it worked. So look at this leaf. Oh, she's beautiful. So there are a few spots now, like she's fully hardened off now. And so I feel like I've just been less careful with it when before I like protected it with my life. I'm so happy. Do you see my head? It's like wider than my head. So you can see that the moss pool is here. You can see inflow. Can I rip it out now? I'm just gonna rip it out. Oh, okay, happened. Maybe I should have waited. And then this is a lot bigger now where the leaf is. So there's something developing in there. Oh, it poked me in the eye. I feel like I want a dark form queen Anthurium now. Are they easier? Are they the same as the regular queen? I hear that the regular queen is harder. I'll put her away because I feel like my arms are gonna fall off. But the third plant is the Anthurium Warocqueanum. Okay, I want to do this next one. Is probably my favorite. Oh, it's hard. The first few were so pretty. Okay, I take it back. Do I? Okay, the next one is an Anthurium. It is the Anthurium Decipiens. I didn't notice this, but I think the leaf is a little bit uneven. I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to see it. This new leaf is everything. It's everything. The largeness, sinuses. Ooh, oh my God, it's gonna attack me. Wow.
Is it uneven? No, it's not. Maybe a little.
This is shocking. Stop it. Okay, this is the easiest. Do you see this leaf, y'all? Do you see this leaf? She is so cute. It's interesting because like the veining is like kind of orange. Or maybe I didn't notice before, but I don't know. I think this is so stunning. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I am obsessed. So obsessed.
It's just everything. I don't even know. I have zero words. I think it's the shape. It is much different than the previous leaf. Like the lobes are really just curling in and I am obsessed. It's kind of reminding me of what is it? The brownie eye, the Anthurium brownie eye. But anyhow, look at this. Wow. I always say, like, if you want an Anthurium that's like super easy, you don't need to watch it that much. It's this one. It's this one. She's living in Lachuse upon. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Look at this leaf. It is beautiful. And I mean, even when this leaf was not hardened off yet, she looked so beautiful, like really yellow. That's what I like about this plant too. Like it's like a golden yellow when it first comes out. Okay, fourth plant, Anthurium Decipiens. I want to talk about Miss Anthurium Furcatum. I don't even know. I don't even know what has changed because nothing has changed. Maybe I started giving it more nutrient solution recently, but she truthfully is the definition of going off. She has a new leaf, which looks gorgeous. You know, when they're young, they haven't hardened off. They're like this maroon color, and I'm not kidding. She's working on 3 inflows. I allowed them to grow, and I'm happy I did because the inflow is so red. I posted a picture in my story recently, and I don't know. It's just shocking to me. But 3 inflows and a new leaf while she has 3 leaves. Like, isn't that insane? Is it because it's warmer? I don't know. Okay, I'll grab her. Oh my God, don't hit anyone. Okay. So y'all have already seen these 3 leaves here. The new leaf, oh, she's so gorgeous. So I don't want to touch it that much, but oh, I cannot wait. I'm thinking it's going to be a lot smaller because the inflows. Look at the first one that has opened here. Look how red. So it's only been a few days that she's been fully open. I haven't seen any movement, so I don't think she's gone into any of the stages yet. But look at this. It's so red. Jeez. Okay, so that's one. That's the first one that's open. Second one right over here. And then there's a third one that just started coming out right over there where my eye is. I don't know, should I get rid of like an inflow? Maybe like after all, this plant doesn't need a lot of nutrition because like these leaves are still okay. Obviously they're starting to get a little crispy on the edges just because 1 new leaf and then 3 inflows. I don't know, I guess I'll observe it. I'll see what happens. Come on. It's so pretty. In my collection, I think there was only one other one that had a red inflow like this, and it was my Anthurium pendulifolium. That pushed out an inflow in February. I collected pollen, but like my freezer did this thing where it just like broke. And so I actually don't know. I haven't tried like using that pollen or anything else. Maybe I'll use it with this. I think it's the only one that's open right now. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So, 5th plant, Anthurium Furcatum. Okay, the 6th plant, it's another Anthurium. Was that thunder? That was so long. Did you see lightning? Okay, 6th plant, Anthurium Moodeanum. Moodeanum. Is it Moodeanum? Moodeanum. I'm not sure the last time I showed this plant, but it's really gotten darker as it's hardened off. I don't know if it's the light. Is it the ring light? Look how dark and shiny. And just compare. How fitting. This leaf is kind of spooky. I don't know. That was loud. Where was it? I don't even know. Also, how the veining stays. Can you see that? It stays this like bright red. Okay, this one might be my favorite. Okay, I'm trying to look to see if it actually looks like this. I'm looking at it in person and then showing y'all. This is nuts. Ooh, look at this. Okay, do you see the difference though? Like, look at this, the leaf before that. I think that's what I was saying until a thunder hit. Since I've had this plant for a little bit, I've seen different like variations of red to green leaves. So again, this was facing my west facing window, and not until a week ago did I move her into this room. So yeah, I'm excited to see, you know, more leaf growth. Okay, I just want to peel the sheath because I think I think there's an inflow.
I think there's an inflow developing.
The only hybrid that I kind of want is Moodeanum with the Billietiae, and I'm really upset that I cut off the inflow. But I guess we'll see with the new leaf. She's pushing a new leaf. Okay, hold on. I just need to see this. It's definitely an inflow. Okay, but here's the thing. You know when plants aren't like mature? I don't know if this is mature. I mean, clearly it's not, but like mature enough to sustain their own inflow. Okay, here it is. Because that's gonna be the new leaf, and this is coming out. Look how bright. Oh, that's an inflow. I gotta feed this. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. It's the inflow. I just want to hold this for the entire video. Are you kidding? Look at how red. Look at how red. Yeah, it's definitely gotten darker through time. Ooh, look when I go like that. Ooh, you can see super bright red. It's funny because when I went to the Botanical Expo, there were, I think it was We Pot Plants had a Queen of Hearts, and I kind of wanted one, but I was like, okay, Kevin, you already have this one. Why do you need a Queen of Hearts? Also, Nursery Tropicals was selling it, and I was like, ugh, I want it so badly. I'm like just totally happy with this one. I feel like I'm spending a lot of time, but I just can't get over how beautiful it looks in the screen over there. Ooh. And just looking at the leaf before, like, are you kidding? This is witchcraft. This with like the thunder that y'all heard, the inflow. Okay, I forgot to mention there's a second plant in here, which is a baby. So she only has one leaf right now, but look at that. That's a new leaf. I gotta spray her down. I just noticed this now. Shininesses, the darknesses, the rednesses. It's everything. Look at this. Okay, and also I'm interested because remember I grew this in Leca. She grew really well. What I will take from that is that this Anthurium is a type to really have larger internodes. So I mean, you could see it happening already. Look at that aerial root there. It gets really tall, so for sure, maybe in a couple more nodes, I'm gonna put a moss pole. I don't know. This is exciting. Am I freaking out for no reason? Does it like look worse on camera? I think you're my favorite. I think it's this one. Okay, sixth plant, Anthurium Moodeanum. Okay, let's do Philodendron. So excited. And it's funny because I think the thunder is so distracted, y'all. The seventh plant is the Philodendron Luxurians. Now, if y'all remember, I got this plant in 2021, threw her into Leca, and you know what? She grew really well. It was not until, and this is an example of a plant that did not like its roots sitting in the reservoir. The roots grew into the reservoir, it rotted away, and I was really sad because I understand that this plant is slower on average than other philodendrons. I knew it was gonna take some time. Anyhow, I had to like rehab her in this cup of pond. This is like the biggest leaf she's ever pushed out, and it's just so exciting. Seriously. She is the biggest she's ever been. Do you see the glowing in the veining here? Like, look. My head and the leaf. One of the plants that I really wanted around this time when I got in 2021 was a El Choco. But then I got Luxurians. I was like, okay, like it kind of has the red backs. It's obviously not that intense, and it kind of like, they're like the same. I'm just gonna wait for this Luxurians to do her thing. And finally, she's doing her thing. Up a moss pole because I'm trying it out. I'm just like very thankful to see this. I said this before, like philodendrons right now, I'm just like, like I'm bored. But the Luxurians has really kept me like interested. But the seventh plant is the Philodendron Luxurians. Okay, I took a little break because my camera was still too hot. And I voted. We're having a city election here in Toronto. I don't even know where I was. I am shocked. Don't hate me, Hoya lovers. I think this is the only Hoya in this video. The eighth plant is the Hoya Mathilde Splash. I feel like has it been like the third month that I've showcased this plant in a favorites video? It is so beautiful. I'm just so in love with how it presents on the leaves. Like it looks more silver than splashy. And there are like growth points that are pushing out splashy leaves, so that's super exciting. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Look, these new leaves. I'm just seeing these now, I think.
I'm not sure.
Seriously? It is so beautiful. That's not even the whole plant. Like you have this vine here, it's pushing out splashy leaves, and you have this super long one, which has like the best genetics. I think I'm just going to keep this one as is. I'll keep it growing just until it stops giving me splash, but like it's so consistent. Like seriously. So I might put this on a trellis. That would be cute. Oh, this is new too. This vine over here with this leaf. Ooh, look at that. There were two other plants in here. They weren't pushing out splashy leaves, like they were very green. I ended up putting them in this cup. And so here are all the green ones, and you could see that the new growth is just green in here. I just propagated what was green to encourage more splashy leaf from like maybe the splashy part of the node. And we have a couple new growth points. So this, first of all, pushed out this massive silver leaf. Do you see this? Oh, look at all the other leaves. But like, do you see this one? So gorgeous. Okay, and then it pushed out these two. And then like she's still going. So that was a good decision, propagating it back. And then this one, oh, it just looks so healthy, so shiny. Look at these two. Isn't that incredible? So it looks to me that the new ones also are going to be that, look at that. I don't know, I'm so excited. I think just knowing like a year ago where this plant came from, you know, how little the splash was. Like I think there was only one leaf or node that had splash on it. But like just seeing how much it's pushed out, I'm very thankful that this plant had root rot in January, because if it didn't, I wouldn't have propagated that plant. And that plant did have splashing, but it wasn't as much as like this. Okay, the reservoir kind of fell out of the pot. Real obsessed. Every time I do favorites videos and I ask like, what are y'all's favorites? A lot of people say the Mathilde splash, and I get it. I get it. Okay, let's put you back. And also, if you missed Wednesday's video, I'm trying to post 3 days a week, but like, who knows, because I'm working a lot this month at the hospital. But if you missed Wednesday's video, I did have the propagations that I've had for a month now, and I just put it in a bigger pot. So, I don't know. There's just something about the splash. So, the 8th plant is the Hoya Mathilde splash. This Anthurium was a secret. Actually, it wasn't. I did share this plant with my patrons, I think back in March, I have no idea. But back in October, I bought a few seedlings of the Anthurium Magnificum crossed with the Ace of Spades, the Tezula dark form, I guess, from Northern Plant Room, if I haven't said it. Wait, actually, these were gifted. So Samya, thank you so much again. These seedlings were gifted to me along with my initial purchase, and sadly a lot of, if not all, died because like I'm a noob when it comes to Anthurium seedlings. For some reason, these ones survived. So she gave me a cup of Magnificum Ace of Spades seedlings, and it's been very exciting just seeing how they develop, because y'all know hybrids, if they come from seed, they will look just different from one another, even though they have the same parents. This one is my biggest one, and it has such a dark leaf. It has a new leaf. It's just, I don't know, I'm super excited. Okay, the reveal on my channel. It is so dark. It is so dark. Are you kidding? Okay, if y'all are not familiar with her Ace of Spades, like seriously, check her out on Instagram, Northern Plant Room. It is a super stunning plant. I'm actually not sure what the Magnificum looks like, but seriously. So this came out like, I don't know, a month ago? Was it a month ago? And I shared it with my patrons. So stunning. Okay, the new leaf here is here, not hardened off. I also like that, I mean, these are juvenile leaves, but I like how there's not that much veining. I just love that so much. Like, look, do you see this sheen? Is this my favorite? No, I don't know. It's so pretty. Are you kidding? This is incredible. And this is kind of what I mean. I'll show another example. So this is my second biggest seedling. Same thing, Magnificum crossed with Ace of Spades, Tezula dark. And like, you can see the difference. Do you see that? It is so fascinating, like when you get seedlings, because you never know what they're gonna look like. Look how different. I mean, I guess they kind of look the same. This one seems like it has more veining. Again, I know these are like juvenile, but like, whoa. It's really giving me the Ace of Spades genetics with the sheen and the darkness. Oh my gosh. I could like stand here. Wow, you're so special. You're so special. I can't. So they're originally in moth. When they got big enough, I transferred it into pawn, and lots of light. So you can see the roots with algae. I do want to transfer it. I said I was going to transfer it after this hardened off, but then she just started pushing out a new leaf. This was such a pleasant surprise. Ninth plant, Anthurium Magnificum crossed with Ace of Spades. Okay, y'all, I'm just checking my list because I think I went rogue in the middle. Okay, the next plant is one that I haven't shown in a while. Okay, y'all are going to yell at me again. The next plant is the ZZ Raven. Now, if y'all remember, I started this project, do I call it a project? Where I took leaf cuttings of the ZZ Raven and then I propagated them in different mediums. Like I did water, I did moss, put them into an arid mix, then put them into leca, and that's where they are now. And just a warning, y'all, if you want to propagate ZZs, any type, you need to be very patient. Don't give up, because they will start moving. You'll see movement. I know when she pushed out like these babies, I was just like, oh my god, it's happening. And then I was just like, again, very patient. She's a beast. The pot is breaking. She's one of the only plants that doesn't live in this room. She lives in my living room against my west facing window, and I'll just grab her. I'm just showing her also because there's 2 new growths if they haven't died, because the last time I checked was maybe 2 weeks ago. Ooh, I love this plant so much. Okay, so here she is. So she's beautiful. I can't believe how much she's grown. Not gonna lie, that kind of startled me. So yeah, look at these. They look beautiful. These are the new growths I was talking about. Look at this. I just love the contrast. Like when new stalks come up, like they're just like this lime green, and then at the tips, very WandaVision with the fingertips, they'll develop, and you can kind of see it, like the tips here. They're like black, and then they'll like go into this color. I don't know. I know this is like a very common plant now, but this really ignited my obsession with just plants that you didn't find in like the garden centers at the time. Look how big. These stalks are going to be so big. Do you see that? Oh no, that's a dead one. Okay. No, there's a new one here. There's another one here that I'm just seeing now. There's another one over here. Do you see that? Right over there. The reason why I said don't yell, he is bursting out of the net pot, and like I really don't want to disturb her. I know I said this a year ago. I know I said this the year before. She's still bursting. She's still bursting. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to separate it. Look at the potato. I know it's not a potato. The rhizome. Look at the rhizome. It looks like a potato. Leca's dropping from like the hole. Again, dark foliage. It's just everything. Okay, the ZZ Raven. Okay, let's just move on to the next one. Anthurium Forgetii. My baby. So I now have her in this room. I moved her at the same time as the Moodeanum because both of them were in the living room. Look at this leaf. She is so pretty. Bigger than the last one, which I was very shocked by because I thought this one was like pretty big. She is so pretty and dark. It's interesting because the veining was like kind of broken up before, and now you could really see that she's forming those veins, and I'm so obsessed. Like, the Forgetii is so pretty. I'm excited to see how the growth will look like, getting more light in this room. And yeah, so I know I talk about her a lot. Next plant, Philodendron Billietiae. I'm so happy she's like growing faster now. Like, it is insane. Again, she's up here. I'm gonna knock things over. I know. Oh my god, Melna cries. I'm sorry. I don't want to knock you over. Man, this is getting out of control. So the previous new leaf was this one. If you watch my favorites video, this is the new one. Ooh, I love how shiny they are. Look at this. Yeah, do you know what? She's not hardened off. I don't even know if she's close to hardening off. Look how beautiful. Like, these leaves are so stunning. She's wild. I don't know what to do with her. I'm just so happy because y'all know that I propagate her. I say this every time. I'm just happy that she's big again. The smaller plant in here did push out a new leaf, but she was pushing up against the window. Because of that, when she was unfurling, she was like bent like that. So you can see that situation, which is really sad. She's still gonna be pretty. Yeah, this plant is just the definition of beautiful chaos, I guess. You can see that she's like going off. Look at this root just outside of the moss pool over there. She's doing her thing. And yeah, the new leaf, I'm so excited. So excited for this. Look how beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. The Philodendron Billietiae. Okay, now am I gonna hit anything going back up? I lied. There is another Hoya in this favorites video. Hoya CV Patchawaralai 023. The most chaotic bloomer just ever. She's gonna tip everywhere. Look at this. Beautiful blooms, but she is dripping all over. Again, super beautiful blooms. I still think they smell like gin. Someone tell me otherwise. That was one. This is the second one. Third, fourth, fifth. Like seriously, there's another one that she's working on. And if you look in this bed, you can see all the stickiness, you can see all the old blooms, like it is constant. So chaotic. This one's living in Leca and right under a grow light. I'm gonna put her back because, geez, Hoya Patchawaralai. I think there's only one left, y'all. I guess this will be the honorable mention, but the honorable mention is the Anthurium Crystallinum crossed with Magnificum, the one that I got from Nursery Tropicals. And I'm obsessed with this plant because it's a lot darker than my bigger Anthurium Crystallinum Magnificum. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the leaves are like super thick. So I'll just show you. I don't know, it's super dark. And the vein in the camera, it looks so good. Oh my god. Oh, you look so good. Do you see what I mean? She's so cute. I'm so excited. I do want to repot her because, I mean, they're fun. They are fine, they're healthy, but here's the thing. This plant's gonna get big. It has Magnificum as one of its parents. It's gonna get big. So I think I'm gonna repot this probably in a plant tour video. Do you see? It is so dark. I just wanna compare to the Ace of Spades one. I mean, dark in different ways. This one's definitely darker. But like, it's dark. The veining, I think the veining too. The silver is just striking. I don't know if it's gonna fade down to this kind of green because this is the previous leaf, or if it's gonna stay that way. Either way, it is so striking. Oh yay! Okay, honorable mention, Anthurium Crystallinum crossed with Magnificum. Okay guys, I guess that's it. Which plant was y'all's favorites? It's so hard. I wanna say Moodeanum. I don't know, I feel like my reaction was so big. Or that cross, the Ace of Spades cross with Magnificum. Okay, let's go with Moodeanum because I was just so stunned with how red and dark. Oh, plus the inflow. Okay, it's a Moodeanum. I can't believe July is in a few days. It's summertime. I mentioned on Instagram that I will be working a lot in July. I really want to try my best to do 3 videos a week. Like I really want to get back into that pattern. I have said this before and it's never happened, but like for example, this week I did 3 videos, so yay. I'm thinking maybe Monday's video is going to be a plant tour video. And I want to thank you guys for the support in the houseplant tour videos that came out last Friday and on Monday. Y'all are the best. Thank you guys so much. If you made it to the very end, thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.